It's back to Black Ops. Let's go back to Black Ops, and I want to go back there because there's so much to talk about. What is your personal opinion on the game, Benson?
The game as a whole?
Yes.
Fantastic. Honestly, God, I think it's going to blitz Modern Warfare 3. It's going to blitz Black Ops 1. It's going to be the best Call of Duty that we've ever seen. I think the actual public features make it so much easier for public players to watch competitive play. Obviously, we have the Champions League-based game mode. I think that is going to be absolutely unreal. I mean, I think that is going to really give so many pros just a platform to play publics again, and it's also going to give public players an idea of how to play competitively, which means when we have a competitive event like this one, the stream will naturally draw more viewers, simply because people are going to be like, oh my god, these are the top players around the world playing in a tournament. I want to improve my own gameplay. Whereas at the minute we have that massive bridge where players just can't relate to competitive gameplay because there's so much stuff banned. And you'll know yourself, when you actually look at how Black Ops 2 have done it, there isn't really that much point banning that much stuff, to be honest, in terms of thinking of a rule set, because you've got so many variations of classes you can make. It's just going to make it for such intense gameplay.
I mean, I know for a start, a few things will be okay. Enough of that. We're actually going to go onto the capture the flag on Bootleg. We've just been cut off there, so let's go. We're going to go and capture the flag on Bootleg.
I love some CTF Bootleg, apart from me see back-to-back stopwatches, just saying. But, yes. I am going to be on board with Team eNigma, first of all. eNigma are going to be on the good side. And our boy Henky, everyone loves Henky in the community. He's probably one of the most loved people I've ever seen. But I'm going to be on board with him, first of all, as just making sure everyone joins the game. It doesn't actually look like it. No! So we got interrupted for no reason because the game is actually going to start. Yep. I love that about, casting. It just gets funny.
Always takes a little bit longer than you want it to.
It does.
Just a little bit.
But what are you going to say about... You were saying something about Black Ops before you got cut out. What were you actually saying?
You know what? I've actually forgotten. I just switched to the casting mode. I switched into the game at hand.
At least you're honest. Actually, well, there you go. Saxo is God. I am a shoutcaster. Can I have some tips to become pro? Brycey, what would you tell him?
First of all, you need a good amount of gel in your hand. And then if you sort of just run it 3 fingers upwards, form it into like a short mohawk, and then sort of the quiff is the most difficult part to get off.
The guy wanted genuine advice, Bryce. Genuine advice. Be nice.
I am being nice. This is how you start.
Fair enough.
That's how I started.
Fair enough. Fair. Okay, but
I think, you know what, I'm sure me and you will do a show on this at some point.
We'll do a what on this?
Or we'll do a casting tip session.
We could do, actually. We could do a video. If you want us to do a video, tweet at us. At Brycetacular, at TC_Benson, and we'll make a video. But again, the game, it doesn't seem like Roughnex actually want to do the game. So I'm not sure whether that is going to be a qualification of some sort. I'm not entirely sure what is going on, but it doesn't look like...
Qualification, really?
It
you just made that up.
What, disqualification? That's not... How's that made up?
Because they're not going to be disqualified, are they? That'd be the worst losers bracket ever.
Well, serves them right. I say disqualify them.
You're a mean person. You really are mean.
I'm standing down my authority as a caster for Triple E right now.
You have no authority.
He's put W8 in his contact, which I believe is the youth slang for weight. See, I'm down with the kids. I know my stuff.
Oh, God. You still are a kid.
Just because you're the oldest caster does not mean you can call me a kid. That's just mean.
It does. It does. I'm also probably the heaviest caster, so this means I definitely get to call you a kid.
Yeah, fair. Exactly. But, okay, right. He's put 1 minute in his contact. We're not starting yet. So, what were we talking about?
Black Ops. Let's go back to Black Ops. Back to Black Ops. I like this because it is actually back to Black Ops.
Okay.
I can't wait for Black Ops. I can't wait for the launch. It'll be awesome.
The launch? Okay, that's a question. Are you going to some sort of midnight release for Black Ops 2? Have you got any plans?
I might do.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if I can talk about them on stream, though, Benson.
I meant like a game 24. You know, they do a game in HMV. Do the
yeah, I know.
Thingy.
I know.
Oh, you're not telling me. Oh, that's mean. I see. Just leave me by myself. I'm going to be chilling outside a game.
I strongly suspect you know what I'm doing.
Huh?
I strongly suspect you know what I'm doing, but we can't talk about this on stream.
What?
I will discuss it with you later. However, I will possibly be at a midnight launch event, but something is planned right now.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm going to be.
You kind of dropped me in it now. I kind of feel guilty.
Why? I was just thinking if you were going to be at a game midnight release, because I'm going to be at a game midnight release. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun because they're good fun and whatnot. Because were you at Modern Warfare 1?
We did a sort of. I did one at XG.
You did one at XG?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. I mean, we did it was a competition for Modern Warfare 2. And you know what we did on Modern Warfare 2? We did it was like after 9 hours, got at midnight, got back to XG, and then you first person who get the furthest rank in 9 hours.
The furthest rank
got
in
a free
9
copy
hours.
of the game. Yeah.
That must have been some sweaty Call of Duty. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
I still need to
ridiculous.
come down to XG.
Second.
Just saying. Like you need to get me there. I'm just saying.
I told you you're coming down to mine. We're gonna spend the entire week playing games at XG, making videos.
What sort of videos?
I don't know. Streaming. We'll do some streaming and stuff.
Do you know what videos we need to do on a serious note?
If you say synchronized dancing, you'll get slapped.
Oh, synchronized swimming. We couldn't, could we?
No, we couldn't. That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Why? I think that'd be quite funny. I think the people of competitive COD would like to see some synchronized swimming.
We'll do me and you zombies. We'll commentate over some zombies.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Although to be fair, we'd need to stream that because that would take forever.
Yes, I
But
tell you what, we will
good
stream
at
it. You've heard it here first. We will be streaming zombies with me and Benson in the next couple of months when he comes down to Colchester to visit me. We are so far apart, it's like 4 hours or something.
It actually is a ridiculous distance. But, long distance relationships and whatnot, you gotta try. You gotta put the effort in, Brian.
That we do. Well, anyway, back to Black Ops.
Yeah.
I suppose I've actually just had a little thing from my my boss at Extreme Gaming saying, okay, you can announce we will be doing a Black Ops launch there for the Black Ops title. So that will be awesome. Like I said, I didn't know what I could say about it. He has contacted me on Skype and said, we are doing a Black Ops launch there. We have competitions and so on going on. So that's going to be awesome. I'm sure I'm going to release more details on my Twitter later on this week.
Awesome. I can't wait. I really want to go see the XG venue, I guess you'd call it. Because I've seen a few images, the zombies room you've got. It's freaking insane. I really want to head down and just spend some time. And
you will. You'll love it. It will blow you away. Honestly, the centre will blow you away. I can promise you that.
It better do, because I'm excited. But yes, we are waiting for the last game of the day. On the way, it's going to be Roughnex Sweden up against eNigma. And it is losers bracket round number 8. We have some CTF Bootleg, S&D Seatown, CTF Arkaden, S&D Bootleg, and lockdown if it goes that far. If you are just joining us, you missed the first game. That was Team Infidel up against Backstreet Infidel at 3-0 as the CTF Bootleg gets underway. Let's have a look. We'll get on board with eNigma again. Apparently they were playing 3 versus 4, so I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. I picked the wrong team and need to go PMC. And let's have a look. We'll get on board with Henke first of all, and it looks like I'm just going to have a quick flow through. No, it is going to be a 4 versus 4, so we have nothing to worry about that. And we are going to be on board with Henke for the start of this, making his way down the right-hand side straight towards the platform. Has managed to absorb a nade as Dizzy takes down Gabrielle, I believe that was, yes, with a Semtex. And Henke can afford to just take his time.
Yeah, on board with eNigma, Henke right now. You know what? I was impressed by this guy whenever I see him play. So he's actually going to check these corners now, and he didn't check the right corner. He got done there. You know what? It's interesting to see how many players actually use that spot on this game. And actually, instead of sitting behind bricks with an ACR, just hide there and let people come past them, see how many people they can get.
Yep, absolutely defaulted now over towards Dizzy, who is on this left-hand side. He is going to get shut down, though, by Chaos, who I'm just going to call Chaos, simply because it's just going to be easier to say. As Henke is just sat in this corner, waiting to be rushed by one of the Roughnex players. It doesn't look like he is, although he does actually get rushed there, but Zeb takes down Gabriel. Henke on a long-range gunfight, he's never going to win that up against an ACR, as Dizzy and Zeb both get 2 kills. That is going to be 2 down, I believe, as you see eNigma now trying to get that map control on this right-hand side.
On board with Dise as he tries to get it down. They actually have got some serious map control right now, but no, there they come back, absolutely tearing them apart, and they've stopped it there. But Zebby and Henke are in a position to do something, but it's going to be a hard push here because that team is now all spawned up.
Yep, it's going to be very, very difficult indeed. As you see, Henke does get shut down by Gabriel. Kappa takes down Zeb as well, and off to a very, very slow fight, if I'm honest. Not really had much going on, as Dizzy just going to be taking his time, making sure there is no one in the cage area. He's anticipating to be one of the Roughnex players around there, and he is going to try and make his way in. Dizzy doesn't look like he's going to see anyone just yet, so he's just going to try and fight for some more map control.
Yeah, he's going to try and fight for a little bit of map control there. It doesn't look like, you know, neither of these teams are being very aggressive, and someone's actually left the game there, but I think that was just a spectator. Yes, it was just a spectator. I thought for a minute there we're going to have to reset.
Like you say, it was just a spectator. Henke taking down Fierce, and considering eNigma are on the good side, they haven't really pushed as far as they want. I mean, give Roughnex the credit, they have really clamped them down. However, that is going to be 2 down. That flag is going to be pulled away, and let's have a look how far that flag can go. Nice play coming from Henke, shutting down Fierce. Chaos takes down Anti though, and Henke's going to pick up that flag, goes for the pre-fire. He gets shut down by Chaos as well, so Chaos doing some good defensive work, but eNigma really, really need to be playing a little bit more aggressive for my liking, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I said this is the side I really want to get some flags away on. They don't seem to be doing that. There's just no real aggression here, but they go, Dise actually trying to pick up another kill. Can they lock this off? He has, he's got the 2-piece, and this could be it. Can the rest of his team get in a position now and actually put this away?
It's going to be very, very tight indeed if they are, but the flag has been dropped. And let's have a look. Dizzy on the spawn kills. It's down 1, trying to find where that second player's gone. Not entirely sure where he actually ran off to, and he's going to get shot by Roughnex. To their credit, are doing some really, really good defensive work. I mean, they have sort of dug in a little bit, but eNigma are not able to pull that flag. And considering they're on the good side, you need to at least cap 1 or 2 flags. I mean, you don't want to be going in 0-0. Just one of those things where you're just going to get completely trapped unless you can play very, very good counter or stalemate Call of Duty. It's going to be very, very tough. But Dizzy, he's going to be bottom mid, just pre-aiming top mid. Knows there's going to be a player up there. Oh, get the hip fire on Gabriel. Nearly got the 2-piece, but Fierce shuts him down.
There we go, right they go. On board with Henke right now, and they just can't seem to get in here, and that's really going to make them struggle in the long run. I mean, they need some flags away. You've got to get these first flags away if you're on the good side, because you just put yourself in a bad position here. They only need a little bit of luck. They get a flag away, and suddenly you're fighting a massive uphill battle.
Yep. It becomes one of those things where it gets very, very tough to do, as you see. I think that's Henke rush on board with. He got heavily played, jumped straight past him. He says, "Thank you very much, Chaos. Easy kill." Flag has been pulled now, and immediately dropped as soon as I say it. Henke, oh, that would have been fantastic play, but Cappy manages to just stay up long enough. Dizzy trying to cover that flag, gets returned. 38 seconds left. Roughnex really have played this round very, very well.
Yeah, they have. You know what? If Roughnex have held this off, they're going to put themselves in a really good position for this next half. I mean, like I said, if they only have to get this good spawn trap on once, and it's going to be their game. So, you know what? Roughnex look like the stronger team here.
You know, they actually do. I'm quite surprised because, you know, eNigma are a very, very good team. I would have thought on this preferred side they would have come out all guns blazing and really gone in. But unfortunately, Roughnex, like we say, you know, you've got to give them credit. I mean, right now it doesn't look like when you hit the scoreboard that they're playing very well. But considering they are on the bad side, they are really, really playing very well. However, that is going to be 3 down. But it isn't going to make any difference because the time does run out. And let's have a look at the scoreboard real quick. Gabriel not off to a good game so far, 5 and 11, really not playing very strong. Zeb and Dizzy both 12 kills apiece, but yet to see a flag cap. So we'll go ahead and change team, get on board with the Roughnex Sweden team, and see how they are going to play it.
Yeah, I said we're going to jump on board with that team there and see just how they can break through this right now. And like I said, not the best result for eNigma right now. I mean, you've got to be feeling the pressure, because if you're going to... I mean, they were outslain, and they were outslain them, but they just weren't making the move.
Yep, they were just being very, very slow indeed. However, Gabriel is doing some good defensive work. However, I think he actually naded his teammate. That isn't going to do him any favours. Dizzy takes on Thursday, but it's going to be 3 of the players up, and this is where you're going to see Gabriel try and get some map control. Unfortunately, he couldn't, because it is all about that patio side. I think quite a lot of people sort of underestimate the importance of holding that patio side, whereas Chaos is going to try and do the opposite, trying to hold this road, see if he can get the players off spawn. But as it stands, Fierce taking down Henki, Kappa taking down Anti. There's going to be 2 Enigma players down. Zeb's going to do some defensive work taking down Cappy though, but Chaos, he's got himself in a very nice position to try and spawn trap Enigma.
Yeah, like I said, if he can hold off this spawn trap, it gives his team a chance to set up. It means they have to go back through that marketplace, and they can potentially be shut down from either bricks or if someone pushes into that green. But you know what? I think he may have pushed up a little bit too far ahead now, as it looks like the other team have actually broken out the other way. But wow, gets that shot through the window, but gets taken down in return. He was playing really good.
Yeah, that was some nice play. He had a really tough angle. Managed to take down one, but couldn't take down the second. And this is where we're going to see Enigma now. They need to really dig deep, make sure they don't give away any easy flags. Obviously, it was 0-0 on that first side, and I hate to think we're going to see another stopwatch on this map. I think it's just this map. It's just cursed. Every time I cast it, it's going to be ridiculous. But Kappa with the pistol switched out on Zeb. Now there's going to be 2 Enigma players down. Anti takes down Gabriel, though. And this is, for Enigma now, they're really left in just a really tough situation because they need to play sort of counter because they're on the back foot so much. They need to just try and get 4 Roughnex players down and then really, really push all at once.
I mean, I see they've got to try and get back here, but neither of these teams seems as aggressive as they could be. I'm actually going to switch players right now and just see if we see anyone really doing work. I'm on board with Gabriel as he goes to engage on the platform, and he did actually get a hit marker there if you haven't switched on to him. Actually picks up Henki right now. They need to lock down his platform side and push up. They actually, we didn't take down Zeb as Enigma all over that platform. There was at least 2 of them there. Inspire Fierce actually won, and he's now looking for the second.
Absolutely, lots of stuns going on this patio area. Fierce trying to jump up, actually failed. Flag pulled, dropped, and then returned. So not much happened. 2 minutes 27 still to go. On board with Inspire Fierce as he does see that right hand side. Zeb is going to be there, shuts him down. No, wow, what he actually shut down Zeb, but Henki was actually there for a minute. I thought Zeb outgunned him, which would have been absolutely ridiculous. But 2 minutes 15 still to go on the second side. As it stands, neither Roughnex or Enigma Sweden managing to cap a flag just yet, as the flag has actually been pulled, and that's Anti with that flag. Chaos needs to go clutch here, takes down one, knows that flag runner is going to be somewhere else near this road area, sees the flag, great play coming from Chaos, taking down Anti as well, just checking, but there is one player straight off spawn, that was Zeb. So unfortunate, he just didn't check that way.
No, he didn't manage to check that way, and it was like Fierce, he's rushing down there now, he's trying to get this return, stuns going out. Where is this Enigma team? There we go, they are. Dissier's got it, but that flag has actually been counter-capped by Roughnex Kappa, so we could be seeing a stalemate.
Yep, it looks like that is how it's going to be for the next 1 minute 33. However, Henki takes down Chaos. He needs to go clutch for his team there. He is going to see the second player. He shuts down Gabriel as well. That is going to be 2 players down. As can he try and find the third? Oh, Fierce doing some great job there. Takes down Anti as well. Wow, really nice play coming from him. And with 1 minute 16 left, you know, this is turning out to be a very, very close game indeed.
It is. I mean, like I said, I thought they would be able to take this flag back, but what would you do right now? I mean, if you were Roughnex, would you go for it?
To be honest, we've got to remember this losers bracket round 8, and this is the same problem we had when we watched Infidel and Backstreet earlier on. It's just going to be defensive. I honestly don't think either team wants to commit and potentially lose, especially in the last 50 seconds of the game. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we just saw some really, really big defense. As I think that's kind of what's happening. You can see Gabriel setting up quite defensively to Fierce. However, Henki once again is trying to get a tear going on, but he gets shut down by Fierce again. Flag has actually been dropped though. Now, where is that Enigma player? You see Fierce going straight for the flag. But if that Enigma player has some support, Fierce could be in some trouble. However, Chaos has just spawned in next to him, and it looks like he should all be good.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to... They're both teams going to see the timeout now. I don't see either team really pushing anything. I mean, they're all just sitting there. Neither team wants to give this away in the dying seconds. So we're actually going to see another stopwatch on this map.
Yep, we are going to see a stopwatch on CTF Bootleg again for the second time in a row, as that flag does actually get dropped, but it's not going to get capped with 0.6 seconds left. Not going to happen. And we're going to see a stopwatch on CTF Bootleg again, but this time it's going to be Roughnex Sweden up against Enigma.
So here we go on the stopwatch again, and if you are just joining us on the stream right now, I will quickly, well, I say quickly, it's more complicated than you can believe to explain, but I will try to explain to you how stopwatch works for those of you who haven't seen it before. Basically, I've always get, you know what, I tried to find an easy way to describe this, but okay, here we go. It's fastest flag first. Both teams will restart this game, and the first team to cap a flag time will stop, they will switch sides, and then the other team has that amount of time try and capture the flag back. If they capture it faster, they win the map. If they don't, then they lose. And if they lose another flag, they still lose. I said it sounds complicated, but it really isn't. And you know what? It's such a good system. It's actually integrated into the next Black Ops for capture the flag.
Yep, Von der Hart actually tweeted it out. I think it was 2 days ago, I believe, saying how he's going to import it into public gameplay. But I'm going to be on board with Roughnex first of all on that Spetsnaz team. Let's have a look how they're going to set off the stopwatch. Essentially, the quickest flag cap wins. As Fierce actually opting to let one eNigma player go, so he's obviously going to call that out to his teammate, and he's actually backing off as well. Interesting move, to be honest, by Fierce. I would have thought he would have liked to stay on that head glitch because he had perfect line of sight, but he has opted to back off, so obviously he's just anticipating that eNigma are going to be very aggressive, as Fierce actually didn't connect with that kill, so I'm not sure if his teammate was in support. But it looks straight away like Roughnex know they're on the bad side, so they're going to start off very, very defensive.
Yeah, I don't think they are starting up just so defensive. I mean, you know what, it's probably a good thing here. They want map control. That's what they want here. You don't want to be too aggressive, but you also don't want to sit on the defenses because you'll give it away. And if they only have to get lucky, just get that flag away, and so all of a sudden you're on the back foot and you're in a bad position. But as I said, if they can just hold map control here, maybe make eNigma make a mistake and then pull it away cheekily. But it's up to them how they play. I mean, I've never really. It's like stop is something you don't see a lot of games practice because it's rare that it comes up. But you know what, we've seen 4 of them tonight.
I was going to say, yeah, it's rare that they come up, yet we've seen so many in just one short space of time. And it looks like, considering the way everyone's setting up right now, I don't think we're going to see a flag cap. Because eNigma, obviously, when they were on the good side, they were so very slow to get going. However, that flag has actually been pulled now by Anti. And let's have a look, we're on board with Chaos. Can he do anything? But the flag has been counterpulled by Gabriel. And if he runs that road, this is going to be a stalemate.
Yes, it is. Can you believe it? Going into stalemate on a stopwatch, are we going to see a repeat? Are we going to see so many stopwatches tonight? You know what? Thank God bless Black Ops. We need that game to come in. I think it's how this game has come now. People have played it so often, you don't really see the mistakes you saw earlier on. You don't see, the naughty little spots, the clever tactics. Everybody's learned them already.
Yep, I think if we see more stopwatch, I'm probably going to commit suicide. Just going to throw that out there.
I will, but only because I'm not Rel.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, myself and Rel, we actually commentated, this map together. Like I said earlier on, when we had the third stopwatch, and it was so tough. I mean, there was that much stuff going on. So many stopwatches back to back. It was just crazy, and now we're seeing it again on this EEE. It's just me casting this map. It's very, very tough, but Fierce doing some good defensive work, taking down Dizzy. Knows there's one more in that washing room area. Can he get the second kill? Yes, he can, taking down Henke. That's 2 eNigma players down. Now, this is where you would want to see him push. I want to scream down the comm saying, push, 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 let go, let go, let go. Flag has actually been returned. Oh, it's been dropped and picked up, and again, stalemate.
Yeah, once more into the stalemate here, and you know what? It's interesting, though, because there is players there. Can they get in? I don't think either team are pushing hard enough. And it's going to be that they're going to be so defensive that they just can't get through. It would take something unbelievably monumental for this to come out of a stalemate for the next 2 minutes.
Yep, it actually would. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just going to be pessimistic about this whole situation. I mean, I'm on board with Fierce, who's being a little aggressive, but he's being very, 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 very slow in being aggressive. If that makes any sense. That's very contradictory, I know. But, 3 eNigma players still up. Fierce finally pushing down this roadside. Thank you very much. Let's have a look if he can get some shots on that flag. He's just trying to check all the dirty little spots. Sees one eNigma player. Don't take that shot just yet, but he has. That was unnecessary, and he does manage to just take down Anti, and that is going to be 2 down. Henke and Zeb last up. Zeb is going to know roughly that Fierce is over there. A few shots fired, decides to back off. But the problem with where Fierce is right now is he's blocking that road spawn. So realistically, where they want eNigma to be spawning, he is completely blocking it. So he isn't actually doing his team any favours unless he was going to rush all the way in. And you see Fierce now back off towards that bottom middle area.
Yeah, like I said, they're just sitting in the stalemate here. And neither team is really being aggressive enough to do this. I mean, I think it's basically C-Man D on each side, which means that you're going to have to send out one SMG to try and do something unbelievably incredible.
Yep, it's not going very well, to be honest. If I'm honest, it's just very, very defensive from both teams. Fierce finally taking down Henke. Can he find a second player? He knows where he was going to be. He was pre-aiming, but couldn't make it count. So, unfortunately, it looks like this is going to end 0-0.
Yeah, he's going to end 0-0, and we're going to go on to the second side of this capture the flag. on Bootleg. I almost call it lockdown then. I think this game is just in my brain now. It's completely gone. But like I said, here we go now. Can we please see a flag? You know what? Let's do this thing again. I will double or nothing you on this pint.
You'll double or nothing me on the pint. Not happening. I will definitely win. It's going to be 0-0 stopwatch.
No, it's not. I think we're going to see flag cap. We're going to see it in under a minute.
You're going to see a flag in under a minute. This is what I put to you. Okay, right. If we do not see a flag in under a minute, then my pint is revoked and you owe me a pint. How about that?
Oh, that's kind of all right. Fine. I'm
that confident. But yes, this is going to be the second half. We need to change team as well. So you said a flag in under a minute. So let's have a look. We're going to be on board with eNigma. And I'm just thinking about a free pint, essentially. That's all I'm going to be thinking about now. But we're on board with Henki, and he is going to control this left-hand side. And, ooh, Roughnex 2 down already. If you're right, I swear to God, I'm going to owe you 2 pints. I'm going to cry. So come on, eNigma, let's be defensive. Oh, my days. That is going to be 3 down. Come on, Anti, stay up for me here. Let's have a look. How's he going to play it? There's players all over. Roughnex have just gone all-out aggression right there, and eNigma are so on the back foot. A lot of pressure on them right now.
Yeah, they have. I mean, you know what? I said the aggression has just come out here, and they are tearing them apart. So many stuns going on there, but they keep getting shut down and down and down. And I can't believe they haven't actually pulled this flag away. This flag should have been away a long time ago, and there it goes, finally away by Horan Gabriel. Can he get this home?
I don't think he's going to be able to, because there is Henki with the 2-piece and the flag return. Zeb takes down Chaos. That's going to be 3 down. Kappa left all by himself. He's on that platform area now. And eNigma, they could just literally run 3 road right now, pull that flag away, and just really, really put a lot of pressure on Roughnex, but they don't seem to want to do it. Anti, once again, is going to be very, very defensive, and this is the same thing we had in that Infidel Backstreet game, was just a very, very defensive stopwatches, no one really wanting to push for the flag.
They don't. I mean, like I said, I knew there was going to be an aggressive play at the start there, and I wasn't entirely sure who was going to do it. It did look like it was going to be Roughnex. I mean, they had the advantage. It was just a little bit of bad luck. Kappa was in the perfect position to shut that down there. If they'd got past him, that would have been game over, and that flag would have been in. But I do owe you a pint, Ben. That flag did not go in, unfortunately. It was close.
That means I'm a pint up now. This is turning into some sort of gambling experience. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I like betting. We can't really bet money on screens.
Or could we? Dun dun dun. No, I'm joking. We probably can't. But we can bet alcoholic beverages. That's always a good thing to bet. But I'm on board with Anti. 3 minutes left still to go on the second side of Bootleg. Stopwatch. As Anti is making his way towards that enemy spawn, there are going to be 2 Roughnex players around. Few shots fired. Takes down 1, takes down 2. Dizzy with a pistol as well. 4 down for Roughnex. Now, if eNigma do not capture the flag, they have done something seriously wrong. Not entirely sure why Anti has decided to pull. Oh, he has Dizzy in support. That makes perfect sense. Pulling it road, the slower pull, but it can be safer as long as eNigma completely lock down their own flag.
You know what? I've always been wondering about, oh wow, Henki actually with the 2-piece, and this taking down the third, that's 4 down, this flag is in. This flag is in.
Looking for chaos, that flag should be in, and it is. And oh, thank God, we're not going to see another
taking the first match. You know what, I want to talk a little bit about that flag one there. I mean, it was interesting to see. It's one of them things that have actually managed to develop a little bit over the game here. Running a road was always considered a bad idea, but it's interesting. Like I said, if you can push that spawn the right way, so that they spawn, because they will spawn outside jail. If you can put, or cages, if you push it the right way and you can pull it down road, and if the rest of your team's in a good enough position to hold off the pressure, because they will all be coming down platform side, trying to shut you off, it is a longer flag run as well. But if you can get away and you can push the spawns in the right way, you're going to know where they're coming from. You're going to make sure that nobody's going to be, shooting you in the back, hiding in the corner, anything like that. So it is one of the things we have to get set up and a little bit like hold that setup, absorb that pressure, and get it away.
Yeah, absolutely. All depends as well on how your teammates obviously set back on your own flag, because you saw Henki with a very, very important 2-piece right at the end. I mean, that was arguably the most important 2-piece he's going to make in this tournament so far, simply because it just ensured that flag was going in. And we now see eNigma take that first map 1-0. So the next map we're going to see is going to be some Seatown Search Destroy. And last time we saw it, obviously, Infidel managed to take it by just that 1 round. It was a very, very close game indeed. And Seatown's always one of those sort of maps where, in Search and Destroy defensively, it's very sort of linear in the sense that you just seem to set up 4 players across the map, covering both bombs and both flanks. So it's really, really tough map to win on offense. And it's going to be interesting to see how both Roughnex and eNigma set up on this map.
Yeah, I mean, we do see the common, like I said, the common is on defense to set up in almost a line, watching these corners, and it's things I've seen teams do all the way back to EGL5, the exact same things, just in a defensive way. I mean, S&D doesn't. I mean, when you play it over and over again with the limited game types we have in Modern Warfare 3, you do see the same strategies come down. And you know what? Even with strategies now from the top teams, it still does sometimes just come down to individual skill.
Yep, completely agreed. I mean, we were very, very close. 1 versus 4 last time as well, weren't we? I believe he got to 3 and the time just ticked away. And apparently we have to slip in the phrase, hams be hamming.
I don't think it counts slipping it in. I was waiting for the opportune moment. You have just ruined it.
Or I won't give you parity gel. Well, apparently I need to do it now, otherwise I have no power. So, you know, hams be hamming. Up to you. Oh. Oh, should we see who? Right, we have to pick an optimum moment to slip it in there. Okay, we can't just slip it in randomly. It has to be perfect.
You already ruined it.
No, I haven't ruined it. Just pretend I never said it. It has not been ruined. Leave me alone.
Benson's. By the way, Rel, you've been relieved. Benson's a new person ruining everything. But anyway, we're going to jump on board to this search and destroy on Seatown. So here we go. Let's jump on board with the attacking team as we usually do. And I've gone on board straight away with Hinky as he rushes straight up this ladder. It looks like he's actually going for a full-on push here. But no, he's been stunned heavily, but he did manage to get stunned in return. He's still pushing. He's still going.
Yeah, I think Henke's gone crazy, but he has actually taken down Gabriel. So fair play to Henke, and also going for the pre-fire. Didn't connect though, so oh wow, Henke on a tear, taking down Fierce as well. Not entirely sure, Fierce, why you were lying there, if I'm honest. That was a very unusual place to lie, especially considering you're on defense. But Henke is on a mad tear. He knows there's going to be another player somewhere around here, and he is going to get 3. Can Henke get the ace? I'm so glad you said get on board with Henke, because he is on a rampage. He's looking for Kappa, and he's anticipating to be somewhere near this B bomb site. And he is just desperately running around the map. Bomb planted at A as well, 43 seconds left. Kappa with a lot of work to do. I'm going to go ahead and change him, get on board with him.
Yeah, I said we're going to go on board with Roughnex Kappa as he's got all the work to do right now. I mean, what exactly can he do? I mean, he's got to try and deflect these. He does see one but doesn't. He gets shut down there by Zebby. And you know what? That is going to be the first round for eNigma.
Yep. Henke going in there, 3 kills in such a short space of time. Nothing he could do, and obviously eNigma now looking at trying to get themselves a 2-map advantage in this best of 5. But we will change team. We'll get on board with Roughnex and see how they can set up on attack now. As I am on board with Fierce straight away, and in fact, yeah, I'm gonna get on board with the bomb carrier actually, who I believe is Kappa. And let's have a look as he goes again for the rush that we saw Henke use. So he's going straight for it and trying to get the pre-aim. Isn't going to see anyone there just yet. Trying to get the corner as well. But interestingly, no eNigma players have gone this top A building. So Kappa's definitely trying to find someone. He's anticipating there to be someone around, but he hasn't found anyone just yet. And he gets taken down somewhere on the left-hand side of the map by Fierce. And, you know, Kappa could essentially just go plant this bomb right now if he wanted to.
He could go camp this. So there goes Zebby, takes down A flag. He's flanking it, and he does actually see one at the back. You know what? I thought he was going to die there, but actually managed to pick it up. And he's just like he's trying to get away, but he's so heavily stunned.
He has done very well to stay alive right there. He can actually jump away from all those stuns and nades, but it's going to be a 3 versus 3 scenario as Kappa with that bomb just trying to get himself right back where he sides. So I mean, you know, he probably could have got this bomb down at A if he'd just gone straight for it because he realised there was no one. Oh, friendly fire, that's not what you want. Gabriel, that is too easy on that shot, and you don't really want to be running so close to your teammates.
No, not really, as they get shut down again by eNigma. But you know what? Henke's actually 4 for 0. Zebby's 3 for 0. This hasn't done anything apart from got an assist. And he's actually the only one on the donor. He's those twice, but his teammates are quite happy to pick up the slack for him.
Yeah, that friendly fire kill is not going to help them at all. It's obviously, like you said, they are going to be 2-0 down, and we will change team once again. Get on board with eNigma on attack and see if they can push to make it 3-0. And I'm going to be on board with Henke again, as he is on a mad one. 4-0, like you say. Zeb as well, 3-0. And this time Henke not actually opting to rush. He's going to take it a little bit more slow, a little bit more defensively, as he's trying to mix things up a little bit. Is he going to find a Roughnex player in this building? It wouldn't surprise me if he was actually downstairs as opposed to waiting on the stairs. And you can see Henke just checking as many places as possible. Now I think he's going to be a bit more aggressive on this bottom building. He has both his stuns and nades, but not opting to use them. And there is actually no one in this building again. Interesting strategy coming from Roughnex.
Yeah, they seem to be a more laid-back approach to this map. We look at some of the top teams, actually. Optic hold about halfway on this map. It's more or less in line with this bomb here. They seem to push up a lot, but going to another team, probably actually, when you see them set up, they set up quite far back. I think they usually set up a rush. I think it's usually Shane, but very different tactic here we've actually seen, because Henke actually managed to get that bomb without seeing anyone.
Yep, 32 seconds left. That bomb is down. It's going to be 2 versus 3 as Kappa takes down Anti, and Fierce managing to outgun Henke. That is going to be a bomb defuse, which means Roughnex are going to be off the market. It's going to be 2-1 now in rounds in the search and destroy on Seatown, and we will change team and get on board with, I believe it's going to be Roughnex on the attacking side.
Yeah, let's jump on board with Roughnex and see what they can do. I mean, you know what, they pulled out of the justice beat. I can't believe they got that bomb down so quickly and so easily, but it worked for them, and you can't take that away from them.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, if it works, fair play. You know, if you've got a working strategy, you do not need to be changing it. And I'm going to be on board with the bomb carrier, who's going to be Kappa once again, and he's opted to go for this rush that we saw Henke do in that first round, where he went absolutely in, picking off those 3 kills. Throwing those stuns isn't going to connect just yet, though, as Gabriel just jumping straight out of that window, taking down Anti as well. And, Henke, where did you appear from? That was crazy, managing to shoot Kappa in the back. I was just about to say, this is an opportune chance to try and rush plant that bomb at A, but unfortunately there was Henke. He gets shut down by Gabriel. Bomb picked up now by Fierce, and it's going to be 3 versus 2.
On board with Fierce right now, as he looks like he is trying to find someone. He did actually see someone there. Does he miss that? Is he going to go back and engage? There was definitely a person in that window.
Looks like he has just seen him. You were completely right, and he's got a lot of hit markers, but unfortunately not going to connect with that kill. 3 versus 2. Zeb and Dizzy. Dizzy on a donut 0-1. He's going to want to try and get off the mark. Fierce with that bomb. Very good position right now. He could try and jump across, but there was Dizzy pre-aiming that bottom area, and Chaos is absolutely in the middle of nowhere. He's not really in a position that is of any value to his team. As I'm going to switch over to Gabriel and see where he is at. He's actually all the way in the enemy spawn. So right now, Roughnex not in good shape considering they're on attack. They don't really have much strategic placement on this map that's going to benefit them at all, considering the bomb is down as well, with just over a minute to play.
Yeah, so they've got to pick a thing to do now. Go get a bomb, just where they want to go. I mean, it's 2 versus 2. Debbie and Deseo obviously split up a little bit. One will be roughly around the air, and here he is. He's actually, did he see him? Chaos, he was
no, Chaos hasn't seen him.
He's gonna get shut down here because he definitely would have seen him. Where's he gone? Have they not seen each other?
This is some bamboozling nonsense right now. That both players you would have thought would have seen each other. But it looks like that bomb is going to be picked up by Gabriel and run towards this B bomb site. So Chaos hasn't seen that eNigma player. I'm not sure who it was myself, but there is definitely one eNigma player mulling around this B site. There it was Dizzy. 28 seconds left. 1 versus 2. Gabriel with the bomb. He is just going to go straight for that bomb plant, surely. No, he tried to find the kill.
Debbie's there as well.
Just not what you want to be doing. Very, very unfortunate. And eNigma 3-1 up. And they are all playing very well. Henke 5 and 2. Oh, I say they're all playing very well. Anti's actually on a donut. He's 0 and 4. So that's not strictly true, but Henke and Zeb putting eNigma on their back, so to speak, and really carrying their team with 10 kills between them.
Wow, doing so much well there. So we're going to get back on board with this attacking team, and I'm going to go on board with Henke. Can he repeat the incredible feat he's been doing so far? There we go. He's actually rushing again. There we go. Just sheer out aggression there for him. As he goes to look, he can't actually go for the white wall. A little bit of a fail there. It looks like they've gone for that infamous B rush. And he's actually got a stun, but Ben Stunner returns and shut down by Kappa, who was waiting for someone to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, his rush didn't quite work out how he planned it. As we are on board with, I'm not entirely sure who this is actually Dizzy. He was actually stunned a few moments ago, but as it stands, we're 3-1 up. If they win this round, they are going to be 2-0 up in maps in this best of 5. He knows there's going to be a few players somewhere around him going to throw that Semtex. That isn't going to connect. There's going to be no one sat in that corner. As is he just going to take his time? But I mean, 3 versus 4, I'm going to scroll through the plays and see how they're set up. He has Anti completely in support. Anti stood next to him with the bomb, as Dizzy does actually get dropped. So it's going to be Zeb and Anti left up. Anti's going to be very, very weak with that bomb. 2 versus 4, as Roughnex seems to have set up quite nicely this time.
Yeah, they do actually seem to have set up, and they've stopped eNigma right now. I mean, Debbie and Anti have to do something. I mean, it's situations like this that really separate the top teams. They'd be working something right now. Debbie's actually picked up 1 kill. They need to pick up another kill maybe, and then negotiate how these. Oh, he smoked it there and tried to rush it, but couldn't. And Debbie's now all alone, and you're going to see Roughnex now sort of just, they were going to start zooming in on him. He wasn't going to be able to get away very easy. They were giving his position away, and you know what? That gives the run to Roughnex.
Yeah, Roughnex did very, very well in setting up on defense right there. And unfortunately, Henke's rush didn't quite work, and we saw that because Henke died very early on, the team just didn't look the same, if I'm honest. I mean, Anti's 0-5. I mean, he really, really needs to get off the mark just to give his team some sort of help, I guess you could say. I mean, if we look at the enemy scoreboard as well, no one's downing. I mean, a few players just with 2 kills, but we'll change team and get on board with the aggressors, and I'm on board with Chaos, and it looks like they've all decided to rush this left-hand side. However, Chaos actually making his way now towards this B road area. And is he going to find anyone rushing? It doesn't look like it. So eNigma seems to have set up very strong now on defense. And that doesn't really surprise me because they're only 1 round away from taking it. So if you are eNigma, you're just going to camp this defense hard. I mean, 2 minutes still to play. Yet to see a kill. This is pressure on Roughnex to make the first move.
It is going to be, I mean, like I said, eNigma know they have to get the Henke's actually gone down, so they have the advantage now. But what are they going to do? I mean, they have to pick a bomb site. They can't, this actually pushes it out of a defensive position and take the one. And Anti does the same thing, coming off of his donut. He was 0 for 5, and you know what? That is actually put Roughnex in a horrible position right now because they are 3 versus 2, and there's not an awful lot they can do. I mean, they're going to have to try and break it here or something.
What a time to come off your donut right there. A very, very important kill, especially when you're 3-2 up. You don't want this to go to 3-3 because that's just more added pressure that you don't necessarily need. Gabriel and Kappa in a 2 versus 3 scenario. Gabriel in that middle market area, but 1 minute 12 still to go. They do actually have the bomb up, so the bomb hasn't been dropped. Kappa with that bomb on that far left hand side. Gabriel just doing as much as he can to cover this middle area, but again, he's not really doing much in terms of helping his teammate, and now we are actually going to see him push further forward, try and find his teammate, or at least get into a position where he can cover his teammate if he decides to go for a bomb plant. As he seems to be checking that top building, but Anti takes down Kappa, and this is very problematic now for Gabriel. 1 versus 3. He needs to win this, otherwise he's going to be 2 maps down in this best of 5.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, eNigma only takes it down, and there we go, like you said there. It's now going to be 2-0 on maps to eNigma. That was 4-2, that S&D. And we're going into the next map here, which is going to be Capture the Flag on Arkaden again. And you know what? eNigma just do seem the stronger team.
Yeah, they really do. They're just pumping down their authority and really are playing very, very good Call of Duty. I mean, the next one we're going to see is going to be Arkaden CTF and Roughnex 2-0 down. Momentum in eNigma's favour. This is going to be a very, very tough comeback if they're going to try and get back into it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, like I said, eNigma are going to be on high spirits right now. If they can get through this, they're going to be all the way there. I mean, it's going to be good. I mean, I think eNigma are going to take Arkaden fairly easily.
Wait, what was that, Bryce? Your mic went quiet. I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I think eNigma are going to take Search and Destroy on Arkaden quite easily. I think they have the momentum. They're the better team. And I think this isn't going to be as close as the first map.
To be honest, I completely agree. Obviously, the first map was stopwatch once again. eNigma, with all that momentum, they are just really, really going to go. And, you know, Henke, that first round in that S&D, he just went absolutely in, Hamsby hamming. And, you know, he played so very nicely indeed. And that momentum that he's gathered from that Search and Destroy is now going to be thrown in and projected into this next CTF that we're going to see on Arkaden. And, you know, I've seen Henke and all the eNigma boys play CTF before, and especially on Arkaden, I think that's probably one of their best maps, if I'm honest. This should be relatively easy for them.
Yeah, I'd say they do seem to be a better team. I mean, Henke had a really good S&D there. He was going for the rush, and it did actually work, so it's going to be eNigma's game. I'm going to have to call this right now, unless Roughnex can do something.
To be honest, I just can't see they're doing it. They can do anything. I just think they're so far behind now that, you know, doesn't really make much. But I mean, obviously, you know, most people that have seen a best of 5, you see some teams go 2-0 up and then they can make a comeback, etc. But I just can't see it. eNigma looks so strong that I just really don't think that they're going to be beat. I mean, that S&D for me just epitomised eNigma. You know, it got a little close right at the end, but they managed to stay calm, stay composed, and got the W, which is the most important thing. And the way that eNigma set up as well on that first CTF was a little slow, so they're going to want to put a bit of a, I can't think of the word right now, but they're going to want to change it and really be a bit more aggressive in this CTF, I think. And Arkaden, I know it's one of their good maps, like I say, that this is just definitely going to go eNigma's way.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be eNigma. I think we're going to get this game started very soon. I'm not sure what the hold-up is right now. I think it's going to start. I think we're just waiting on maybe the host again. There we go. Like I said, I was right. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Capture the Flag on Arkaden. As we go into this right now, We're going to see what could potentially be the last game of this best of 5 series versus eNigma versus Roughnex.
Yep, we are going to be on board with the SAS team, which is going to be eNigma first of all. In fact, should we be on? Who do you want to be on board with first, Bryce? I'm going to let you decide because I normally just decide. So
Let's jump on board with Henke.
Okay, we'll get on board with him.
You know what? I'm going to jump on board with him. He's had a really good game. He plays aggressively, so we're going to see him. He's gone for the middle like I thought he is. He's got a stun marker there, and he's now going to try and pick up a kill so he can move forward.
As the added bonus that Dizzy and Zeb both have picked up 2 kills, Chaos is going to be somewhere around the flank. I think that's where Anti was heading. But Henke, no messing around, straight into the enemy bar. And he could just pull this away if he wants to. And that's exactly what he's chosen to do. He's actually going to wait to see the play there. He didn't need to actually wait. He could have tried to run away. Had some support in the form of Dizzy. If we look where he is right now, back of the bar. But if he can stay alive, he's going to be in a very valuable situation and place as Zeb takes down Chaos. Anti takes down Fierce. That is going to be 3 down, I believe. Kappa is going to be the last up. Dizzy knows roughly where he's going to be now as he makes his way through hole. He can pick this flag up and run it straight through green. And this could be a potential flag cap, but there was Chaos spawning in the back of bar who manages to shut him down.
Chaos with the 2-piece to stop that dead right now. But they're going to be spawning in this bar area. It looks like Zebby's actually managed to lock it down. But no, Roughnex Kappa's got behind as well. It looks like I said, that was a weird spawn position. They both pushed that spawn a little bit too much, giving them the opportunity to go on sort of a counter cap here. But you know what? eNigma managed to just deflect that. Dissay just managed to wall bang him and stop that flag just outside his base as Henke's going to return it.
Yeah, it looks that way. 3 minutes 40 still to go on this first CTF on Arkaden. And that is going to be 4 eNigma players down, and that is some problem for them right now. As you see Dizzy trying to get that spawn nade. And arguably eNigma are on the bad side right now, let's not forget that. I mean, that spawn trap up there, when you start spawning in that paint storage area and you rush straight out up top, you're just going to get absolutely mullered, because there's always going to be a Roughnex player up on that top glass area just going for those spawn kills. And they have actually lost that first flag, so Roughnex 1-0 up with 3 minutes 13 still to go. And eNigma did the right thing, if I'm honest. They let that flag go, they didn't try and follow it, and they just made sure that there was no one going for a relay, which was a smart thing to do in my opinion. However, that is going to be another 4 down. Zeb getting a lucky spawn on that green area. He needs to throw those stuns and he needs to connect with that flag carrier. He has done just that, taking down Gabriel, but where is the rest of his team? It looks like they're going to be at B-Dom. Chaos shutting down Zeb, and eNigma once again in a bit of trouble.
That flag has got to go in. I mean, they're just too close for it to actually get away. And he's throwing this. Oh no, he's still there. He didn't move. That might not. I think he was trying to dodge the bullets coming across. Probably not the right decision there. As that flag's actually been returned though, so interesting to see what actually happened in his mind. I'm not convinced that he should have actually stayed there.
Yeah, he should have run. I mean, you saw he was trying to get a turn on by trying to fool the eNigma player into thinking he'd ran and he was staying there, but eNigma having none of it, saying thank you very much, you could have been 2-0 up, now you're still 1-0 up on the good side. So we're on board now with Zeb, who's just waiting for his teammates, and if he makes this kill, oh my days, Fierce, you just got destroyed. Why did Zeb not die? I have no idea, but he just turned around, took his time, so thank you very much, easy kill.
Very, very easy kill there, and it looks like Zeb is actually just trying to hold it. He's expecting someone to come out this bar area. So he's probably going to wait here and hold it down. Henke gets shut down himself. So, you know what, good position to hold down the middle of the map. But he looks like he's going to, just missed out on the 2-piece there. But he's stunned going in, and he's in a position to clear this up if he can get around this corner and take out the player who's clearly about to come round. But no, Gabriel outshoots him, but Henke manages to clear it up as well. And wow, you know what? They're playing a little bit out of their skin there. Both teams pulling off some really good stuff.
Yeah, both teams playing very well when they need to right at the end. However, I would have thought Roughnex on the better side, in my opinion, would have been a bit more aggressive. Henke's just going to take things slow. All eNigma need to do is just essentially not concede another flag for 1 minute 21, and they should have a relatively easy task ahead of them. However, it looks like they could actually set up for a flag pull of their own. Just having a quick scroll through, no, Zeb actually got shut down up top. Kappa has actually pulled that flag, and Henke is down. Anti needs to make that kill. He gets shut down by Fierce, and that is Call of Duty for you. In the blink of an eye, you can lose a flag in CTF. Kappa doing very well there, advancing the Roughnex lead to 2 flags to 0.
Yeah, there we go. Like I said, eNigma, I thought they were going to walk this, but apparently not. But Kappa gets another 2-piece. And he's going in right now. He's actually tearing up this eNigma side, putting them on the back foot. He's breaking the back of that morale they will have brought up from the first 2 maps. And you know what? eNigma are actually playing quite defensive to try not to let any more flags go. Yeah,
that's actually surprised me quite a bit. I would have thought Roughnex would have not been able to cap another flag, but eNigma just caught their pants down, so to speak. And that's going to be 2-0 towards Roughnex. 27 seconds left. Don't think we're going to see another cap, if I'm honest. Dizzy takes down Fierce. Can he get the second kill? No, he can't. Kappa shuts him down. I mean, it's a 12-second cap, I believe, on Arkaden. So let's have a look to see if anyone can get near the flag. They have actually. Kappa's pulled it. Turns. Oh, Henke gets shut down. Kappa on a tear. Dizzy needs to throw those stuns and he needs to throw them now to stop that flag. And that is going to be enough. As for a minute there, I thought that would have been very, very nice play.
Yeah, that was a really good play there. He was definitely had a lot of guts there for trying it, and you know what, he would have fought off, but you know what, he got shut down. It was a good play. He should have gone fat, and he did really well to get it away, but he didn't need it. I mean, like I said, it was just really clever from him.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go ahead, change team, get on board with Roughnex now, as they have that 2-flag lead. A lot of pressure on eNigma. Well, actually, no, not really that much pressure on eNigma. I'm honest, Roughnex more with the pressure. Obviously, they need to defend this 2-0 lead they've got. And also, they have to remember they are obviously 2 maps down in this best of 5, so they can't afford to do anything stupid. As Theus is going to be controlling this top glass area. Let's have a look. He's going to see someone in that bar area. A few shots fired. Lots and lots of hit markers. Not entirely sure how he didn't actually make that kill. And is the eNigma player still in that corner? I'm not entirely sure. He may have actually run straight into the back of the bar. But Theus, bit of a wobbly aim there, if I'm honest.
It was a little bit of a wobbly aim. But he tried to pick up the kill, and he does actually pick up this kill. And they are still keeping eNigma pinned back right now. So you know what? Looks like just a change of fortune right now. We could be seeing going to the 4th map if this carries on.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly thought eNigma were going to come out all guns blazing, but they just haven't been able to, as that flag has been pulled as well by Chaos, going all the way through green, and Fierce doing a great job of locking down that middle map area. That flag should go in just over a minute. It does indeed. Roughnex 3-0 up. eNigma with no answer to this Roughnex pressure. Quick look at the scoreboard. Anti 6-14, Henke 7-13. You know, none of the eNigma players going huge for their team, whereas Roughnex, Kappa and Fierce both 15 plus. As Gabriel says, what are you doing, Anti, running straight into me? I will take a very easy kill for that. Thank you very much.
Yes, he would. Like I said, you know what? It looks like they're going to take this map, as eNigma don't really have an answer for them here. So I'm not sure what they're playing. So it looks like a very different team than what we've been seeing for the rest of these maps. So.
And we just get on board all Fierce. As Brycey, your mic is going, I'm not sure if that's your connection, I don't know. But I will continue. Let me know when you're back. As Chaos on this B-Dom area, taking down Dizzy, throwing that stun over towards that left-hand side. And the nade, very, very ambitious play if I'm honest, but it's going to be 3 versus 2. Chaos looking for that. The second player takes on Anti. Henke shutting down Chaos. As we default over to Fierce once again, who's up top. Lots of hit markers, not actually making them kills, unfortunately. And he is actually going to flank all the way around. But eNigma, so much pressure on them right now. 3-0 down in this CTF. I really, really thought they would have come out all guns blazing, but they just haven't had that momentum.
Yeah, they haven't had that momentum. Sorry about that. I think I had a small mic failure there. But fortunately, Benson's there to carry it. But like I said, on board with them, eNigma actually said we actually picking up a 2-piece, but I think it's going to be too late. I mean, they'd have to pull off some serious flag runs to actually get this back in this game. They'd need 4 to win and 3 to take it to a stopwatch, but it looks like we could be seeing a 4th map here, actually, but eNigma actually trying to go in, but Chaos actually stops that flagpole. Henke picks up a kill, and it looks like Chaos is all alone. Can he deflect this pressure?
Yeah, like you say, Bryce, I mean, for eNigma to get back into this, we're going to have to see some serious, serious spawn trapping, and you can see straight away, both Fierce and Kappa managing to get out of that, paint spawn relatively easy, and, Anti taking down 1, taking down 2, that flag is going to go in, but I was going to say they need to do better on the spawn traps there, because we saw 2 players both break out of that storage area relatively unchallenged. You need to have a player up there on that spawn, but it looks like eNigma may actually be going for the for the relay rather. However, Gabriel doing a great job taking down Dizzy and Henke. That flag is going to be all by himself. He has turned, and that flag is going to go in. Wow, eNigma really turning on the pressure right now.
Wow, you know, this is a complete change of fortunes. I mean, this wasn't what was happening a minute ago. eNigma actually managed to hold this down, putting the pressure on, just getting this flag away and somehow getting it home. And looks like they've been galvanised by something, but they've got 1 minute 25 to get another flag. They've got 1 minute 25 to take this to stopwatch and not lose this map.
Absolutely. I mean, that has honestly caught me by so much surprise that I thought eNigma were just down and out, but the flag has now been pulled by Roughnex and eNigma, so a stalemate in the last 1 minute. This is going to be close. Fierce anticipating that flag to have been run up top, and he is going to see one eNigma player. Choke shots there by Fierce, and well, you can't often be doing that, although we have been told he has had a little bit of alcoholic beverages earlier on today, so that may affect his gameplay. That's what we have been told in our Skype chat of knowledge, but unfortunately, you can't be doing that at this stage. You need to be really making those kills. With 46 seconds left, we are in a stalemate. As it stands, Roughnex 3-2 up in flag caps. Henke's killed himself. Not entirely sure why he's done that, although did Henke have the flag actually? Because if Henke had the flag, he probably killed himself just so he could be more aggressive.
Yeah, he's one of the S&D, so he's probably giving it to an AR player to just sit up there and be defensive with it, but just like Chaos is going to try and go for it, and how is he going to get this? Because his teammates have got to be going for it. They know they need to get this flag back, so they should realistically all be surging forward. Oh, wow, Chaos, can he get this in and put it out of any doubt here? Unbelievable.
That was a really nice play. This is going to be back of green. I mean, 9 seconds left. It doesn't look like eNigma are going to be able to make this epic comeback. You see Zeb just running at it. Henke takes down Gabriel. 2 seconds left. No one has their flag though. Oh, he gets shut down right at the end. And that is going to be the first map to Roughnex, Sweden. As we go over onto the fourth map now, which is going to be Bootleg S&D. And eNigma, out of the two sides when we saw them on Seatown, looked the more set up. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if maybe they took this S&D. However, I said that about the CTF, and I got proved completely wrong. Roughnex came completely out of the blue. eNigma added a little bit of pressure late on into the game, but it just simply wasn't enough. So it wouldn't surprise me if eNigma did take the S&D simply because I think they're going to be set up a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, eNigma do seem the better team, and you saw a little bit of flash of their brilliance there as they started to come back into it, but I don't know, it just wasn't the eNigma we used to seeing. I thought Henke would have done more damage. I mean, like I said, we just saw that flash of brilliance. They got 2 flags away, and that's how I thought the entire game would go. But Roughnex have held them off. They've done the damage. You know what? They've got the win.
Completely agree. I mean, Roughnex did so very well right at the very end when it mattered most. And I am genuinely, I'm kind of shocked that eNigma didn't have that momentum from that S&D to follow it through straight into that CTF. But unfortunately not. But any of you guys that have just joined the stream, go ahead, tweet it out for us, as Roughnex don't lose that map, apparently. Thank you, Assassin. He's letting us know. So much love to you, Assassin, for letting us know. Apparently Roughnex never lose that map. Fair play to them. But I mean, eNigma had that momentum right at the end, but couldn't make it count, like we say. Next map, Bootleg S&D. I love S&D Bootleg. I just love it. It's probably one of my favourite maps to spectate.
I don't know. I kind of like Lockdown, but I think I like playing Lockdown more than watching. I suppose Bootleg is. But the thing about Bootleg map is that he's got that fast rush into the middle there, so you do see some really quite weird plays there. If they can get that bomb down really quick, which used to be a common tactic, but the other team has to react. So you see fast rounds.
So we'll get on board with the attacking team first. One thing that I do love about this map is the nades. For some reason, I love the nades on this map. I mean, when you're on the defensive side, obviously you can launch those stuns over, and you can also, there's that cheeky spot where you can throw it through the wall, and you don't really see that many players actually take advantage of it, which is a shame because I genuinely do think it's one of the best spots that you can throw stuns through, is just straight through that wall bottom mid. As we are on board now with eNigma, who are on attack, on board with Dizzy actually, as he's going to run to the left hand side. Henke picking off an early 2-piece, and he is just continuing on that rampage of search and destroy where we saw him last time. Already 2-0, Zeb taking out Chaos. 1 versus 4 scenario. He's going to get shut down by Dizzy on that left hand side. eNigma making that look very easy.
Yeah, that was a very fast round from them. Not a single member of this Roughnex team got a kill. And you know, like I said, just shut them down. It was one of them situations where maybe the setups just clashed a little bit. So I think we're going to see them probably play a little bit more defensive now, and probably not try to rush as much.
Yeah, we will go ahead and change team. Get on board with Roughnex, who are now 1-0 down in this search and destroy. And let's have a look on board with Fierce, making his way on this left-hand side. Trying to go into that dirty little spot. I actually hate that spot. It's so hard to predict someone to be lying there, because you always anticipate someone to be head camping that bricks area or on that right-hand side next to the orange box on the head glitch. But Fierce now advancing a little bit further forward. Zeb gets an early kill there on Chaos. And already, eNigma 4 versus 3 to have that one-man advantage, but the bomb has actually gone down. Kappa's done a great job of planting that bomb. Fierce in a great position to defend this from this left-hand side. And I'm just going to scroll through. Gabriel and Kappa still alive, both bottom mid. Gabriel taking down Henke. 3 versus 3 scenario, 32 seconds left.
Oh, Andy actually picked up a really nice kill there. Dizzy picked up one as well. So Gabriel has to defend this flag against 2. Can he do it? Shots going on right now as we default over to Gabriel. He doesn't manage to get it. Dizzy comes around the back. Oh, you know what? That was just pure reflexes. So close to having it there, but you know what? The shot's going in. He did well to stay alive as he did.
Yeah, he really did. But eNigma are going to make that 2-0, and this is where the steamroller of momentum is going to come into play. This is exactly what happened in that Seatown game. They took an early 2-0 lead. And we'll change team, get on board with eNigma again as they go on the attacking side. And Roughnex need to win this round. They really do. They're only one map away from being knocked out of this EE online tournament. So They really need to just dig deep and try and get off to a start early on. I'm on board with Henke as he's making his rush straight through bottom mid, connects with the stun, throws that Semtex. He did get stunned himself though, so that may have just done enough to deflect that Semtex aim. He's very weak as well, but it's actually not opting to move. He's going to stay in this advanced position. Chaos taking down Zeb early on. Henke has just seen someone cross that door, and it's already a 2 versus 4 scenario as Chaos takes down Anti. So Henke with a lot of work to do from where he is right now.
Yeah, so much work to do, but if anyone can do it, it will be Henke. I mean, he's got Disse with him, but is he going to go for a fight? You know what? I think he's going to get some kills. Oh, can he get it? And wow, such speed there. Henke picking up one as well. They've pulled this right back, and he looks like he's going to go for the quick plan at A.
Yeah, smart play from Henke, to be honest. It's 2 versus 2 scenario now. He's picked up that bomb and planting it at A. 43 seconds now, and he has just pretty much turned this game on its head, if I'm honest. Because Dizzy's going to take down Chaos, and that's going to be Kappa 1 versus 2. A lot of pressure on him now. eNigma, they look like they were down and out this round, 2 versus 4. However, both Henke and Dizzy, I mean, Dizzy again, 5-0, 6-0 now, I believe. That is some great play from him. We saw him go absolutely huge in the Seatown game, and he's going massive again in this game. 6-0, great shots from him. That's 3-0 to eNigma, and Roughnex, I'm pretty sure they're going to be down and out right now.
Yeah, you know what? You've got to say that eNigma are certainly so much better at S&D.
We will go ahead and change team again and get on board with the attacking team, who is going to be Roughnex. So Roughnex on attack, a lot of pressure. It looks like they may actually switch things up, go for a road push, but no. Actually, interesting running bottom mid. They need to try and get the bomb down. Not entirely sure why Fierce is challenging that, but he's managed to get away with it. Shutting down Henke. Takes down Chaos 3 versus 3. Fierce with a lot of work to do there. I would have thought he may have gone for a rush plan.
Yeah, I thought he would have too. I mean, like, if they can get in a good setup right now, it's going to be the best way for them to defend. But there we go. Fierce actually managing to get this bomb down there. He's still on board with some of his teammates. As I look on board with Kappa, he looks like he's seen someone on that head glitch on that red car. He's seen someone in that bar. He's going to go off, but he manages to get away. He's picked it up. He's actually going to get a 2-piece. He has. Unbelievable. Disse is now the only one left. He has now got to do a 2 versus 1. Let's jump on board with him because he is also 7-0.
If Dizzy does this, I mean, if anyone in eNigma is going to be him, but no, he actually does get shut down by Kappa. And wow, that was a great round right there for Ruff. But I mean, they need to do that another 3 times in a row just to stay in this tournament. That's just so difficult.
It is very, very difficult. Like I said, eNigma can take a risk now. If they want to do something like go for a full out rush, they can. If they want to play really defensive, they can. This gives them all the options. You know, like I said, it's going to be so difficult as we actually jump on board. You know, jump on board with Disse. He's been playing so well. Let's take a look at what exactly he's doing here. As it looks like there's an awful lot of SMGs from this eNigma side as they rush out, and it looks like he's going to try and hold this platform area. He's actually got a stun there and tries to get away, but doesn't get gut down.
Yeah, just having a quick look at where Anti is. Anti's got that bomb, and he is actually by that B bomb site. Can't afford to take his time if he needs to. Look, he did actually plant the bomb at the very start, but unfortunately Dizzy did die up top, so he immediately stops. But it's 3 versus 4. eNigma do not want to let Roughnex win another round because they will pick up some momentum as Henke takes down Kappa, and now we're going to see Anti plant that bomb. And I'm just going to have a quick flick through where his teammates are. I was going to say he must have Zeb behind him, considering where Henke was, and he does. Zeb's actually covering that road area. Anti's going to get that bomb down, and Henke should pick up a kill there as Anti does quickly look around the corner. There was a player somewhere in that bottom mid. Let's see if Anti is going to stay still.
Interesting. Oh, Henke's actually gotten taken down up top as this. 2 up top platform right now. Debbie hanging back on road. I'm on board with Anti right now, who's actually just got taken down. That final player is on that bomb site. What can Debbie do? They're going to know he's somewhere on the wrong side. He sees one. He takes down Gabriel. Where is this player? It's coming down. Fierce versus Zeb right now. He has to. Oh no, he gets taken out. And unfortunately, that means that is going to be the fuse. We're going to see this now 3-2 to eNigma as Roughnex look like they could come back.
That was really smart play from Fierce right there because it looked as though he may have gone straight for the defuse, which is exactly what the eNigma player thought he'd done. And Fierce just flanking on that roadside, realised he had just enough time. And, you know, Roughnex straight back in this game now. If they can carry this momentum forward in this game, they really do stand a good chance of coming back. And that is going to annoy eNigma considering they were 3-0 up. And now it's 3-2. We'll change team, get on board with Roughnex again on attack. I mean, if I'm eNigma now, I just want to get an early kill and just dig in. That's essentially all you need to do.
Yeah, I mean, they still got a chance. I mean, you don't want to ever go to 3-3 because then the pressure really goes on. It's one of them ironic things that you end up losing it. But by Gabriel actually getting a kill straight off there, and you know what? There was a nade there. Oh my God, that was his own nade. it rolled back on him. He must just clip the wall and come back on that box. You know what? That is not something you want to do in a situation like this.
Yeah, but luckily for him, Zeb is going to be last alive at 1 versus 3, and he is going to get shut down. We have a game on our hands right now, 3-3. How Roughnex have done this is absolutely unbelievable. eNigma are going to be kicking themselves that they've let Roughnex win three rounds back to back. And you know, pressure now on eNigma. I mean, they really, if they lose this, they are just going to have their heads down for this last map.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a massive upset right now for them to lose. As we stay, you know what? Let's stay on board with Roughnex right now, as they are actually on the attacking side. So I'm going to jump on board with Kappa as he stays in his side. They might go for another fast bomb plant.
Yeah, it looks like that's what Kappa's decided to do. See if he can get that bomb down on this B bomb site. He's halfway through the eNigma needs to throw a nade, but it looks like he's going to get that bomb down. Wow, Roughnex turning this game on its head, but there was Henki up top, takes down Kappa. And this is the pressure on eNigma. Henki with the 2P, Zeb takes down Chaos. 1 versus 4 scenario. Bomb is down though for Gabriel. He has a stun and a nade, but he's going to get shut down by Dizzy. That is going to be game, set, and match to eNigma. It got very, very close right at the end, but you can just see all the Roughnex players just leaving the game, and the game is going to be ended. Nice play from eNigma when it mattered most.
Yes, today went over so quickly, but like I said, eNigma just do seem the stronger search and destroy team, and they have taken this now. There we go. That is going to be all we have for tonight, I believe. Join us tomorrow for, I believe it's the winners bracket we will be seeing tomorrow. So join us tomorrow to see the next stage of this EEE Nordic Cup. I am Brycey, and obviously I was joined by my wonderful co-caster.
Thank you, Bryce. I like that. I'm just not sure if we're going to do the Twitter announcement. We may do it now, or we may do it tomorrow. In fact, we are going to do that, yes. With the Squid Grip giveaway. Yes, everyone loves the Squid Grip giveaway. So don't leave yet. Before you go, we are going to announce the winner of the Squid Grip giveaway. It's actually going to be right now, so if you have retweeted it, we are going to let you know. Frederick Dahlberg won. So Frederick Dahlberg, you are the winner of a Squid Grip giveaway. Congratulations, sir. You have won yourself a Squid Grip. And I'm pretty sure, aka MMBL, I've just been told. So congratulations.
Yeah, he can enjoy them Squid Grips from on a controller. You will have an advantage over me, who has never tried them. So let me know. Let me know how great they are.
They are an awesome product.
I think you should stick on your face. I've always wondered if you just have like a really grippy face.
Grippy. And on that note, we will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully our mics will be all better. Essentially, I'm going out to buy a new one, so it will get better. Unless we can blame Brycey just for everything that happened tonight. I think that's probably a good call.
No, Brycey is awesome. People need to just realise this fact and accept it.
Yeah. And on that note, yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow. So hopefully you have enjoyed this evening's gameplay. We saw some fantastic games. Obviously, Team Infidel winning 3-0 against Backstreet, and eNigma winning 3-1 against Roughnex. So they are going to advance into losers bracket round number 9. Tomorrow, I believe, like you say, we have a winners bracket game to show you, and then one more losers bracket game. And then on the Sunday, we have the losers bracket final, and then the grand final all together. And that is going to be, no doubt, a fantastic game. But this is going to be all from us tonight. We will be with you at 8 PM CEST tomorrow, and there'll be more giveaways tomorrow. This has been Benson. I've been joined by Brycey. Have a good day.
Yo.